Good morning. My name is Don Marshall, and I am known as Bag of Don at Stock Market Caddy. And if you stick around for a few minutes, this little video may change your trading life. I won't be so bold to say that it's going to change your life. Those types of decisions rest with each of us. Today is Saturday, June 25th at 11 a.m., and we're doing what we love. I will be in the office working today and tomorrow. Don't feel bad for me though, because I am doing exactly what I want and love to do. And the old saying is, if you are doing what you love to do, it really isn't work. In fact, it's darn easy. Let me show you something that we make available for all of our annual members. You see, our annual members get all of the tools that we have, but more valuable than any individual tool is the education and the tutorials that go with how to use these tools. If you like to trade stock, stay with me. Let's describe what this is. This is SMC, Stock Market Caddy, Trade Generator, Pebble Beach Triggers. Here are the S&P 500, all 500 stocks, the interval, a daily, last price, the net change for the day, which would have been Friday, the Pebble Beach Triggers. It triggered buys. When? On Friday, the 24th. These are automatically being sorted to the top. And you want to know, okay, well, how many buy signals were there? I'm going to show you in a moment. But let's just come across. If you had this tool on your desktop, and if you were just sitting back having a cup of coffee, as we were suggesting our members do, because the markets were extended, we were saying for days, keep the Pebble Beach trade triggers on and look for the first buy opportunities. So on Friday, as an example, Norwegian Cruise Lines would have come through with a buy at $11.80. You can see it right down here, $11.80. If you had put $10,000 into Norwegian Cruise Lines at $11.80, the stop would have been $11.23. So it also gives you the stop loss, so you can measure your risk factor. It never came near it. You would have finished the day up $1,203.39, almost a 12% move. This information over here is a little more detailed that we can't get into today, but it tells us where the greed and panic is in the market. And it's kind of a page from Warren Buffett. When they're yelling in the streets, we want to be selling. And when they're crying in the streets, we want to be buying. The Pebble Beach trigger factors much of this in, and it also factors in the most probable candle formations. So on Friday, just how many triggers were there? Well, let's scroll down. And by the way, if you had wanted to trade 20,000, 100,000, you can do the purse calculations. But assuming 10,000, which this purse is, it's based on that, and you can make adjustments. You can go into the program and change that amount. But $400 would be 4%. Of course, if you wanted to use leveraged options, probably could have done much, much better. But let's scroll down. There you have it, 81 signals. And they're being sorted on the day, and they're being sorted by the amount of money and then the triggers. There were no sell signals. Of the 81 triggers, they're all in the money, all of them. Now, could there have been a trigger earlier in the day that got stopped out? It's possible. This is a trade generating system approach, a systems approach for the person who wants to trade in the markets as a business. If you want to hunt and peck, look at this, look at that, listen to this guy, listen to that girl, guess at this, guess at that. Have at it. Have fun. It's very difficult to develop confidence if you don't have consistency. Our members are not following moving averages. They're not waiting on my bated breath to tell them the market's going to do this or the market's going to do that based on this, based on that, based on inflation, deflation, the value of the dollar, the value of gold, the value of crypto that we should buy and hold. None of that. We all are looking at the same tools, and it is not a zero-sum game. We have members, I'm sure, that are doing much better than me. There's tons of opportunity at Stock Market Caddy as a monthly member every night, and certainly as an annual member. There is an opportunity to truly trade or to change your trading life. And maybe for some of our members, as they have told me, change their life entirely, which is a pretty heady statement. I'll be working all weekend, and I'll be here next week, and I'll be here 2 months, 3 months. We have been doing this since the early 2000s, before YouTube, before Twitter. We don't advertise. If somehow, some way you found us, it's probably a bit of a miracle. You're welcome to call a real person. I'll stop what I'm doing and talk with you. One of our more recent members, I remember it. It was a New Year's Eve, 3 in the afternoon. My phone rings. My wife Susan says, "Don, you're not going to answer that phone. It's New Year's Eve." And I said, "Susan, if this person who I had yet to meet has an interest in the markets and is calling to talk about the markets on New Year's Eve, that's a person I want to talk to." That was Adam. Adam became a monthly member, a Q School member, an annual member, and has never looked back. I hope to talk with you soon. 813-758-8263. Have a great day.